Welcome back to the channel. You're watching Fast Lane B.
Before we start this podcast, I'd like to give a shout out to our sponsor, Brandon's Wallet.
Very empty.
Very sad.
All right, guys, let's talk about the first video that we dropped.
That was really cringy.
It was bad. We didn't plan it. So we're trying to be successful on YouTube. We just wanted to get the first video out, and it was rough.
Yeah, the whole goal was to review the whole car, like inside out, driving clips, and just pretty much talk about everything revolving around the car, like history and all that. We did none.
Yeah, no, we didn't. That was, like I said, that was a rough take. So
to me, it came off more like of a mix of a vlog and trying to show the channel car.
yeah, and just trying to, drop the first video as it was.
Yeah.
So it was rough. All right, guys, we're going to be doing some car talk today. Am I even in the frame? All right, guys, we're going to be doing some car talk today. We are going to start with our first car. What was your first car?
I'm not very proud to admit this. A 97 Dodge Neon. It was a two-door.
His first car was a go-kart.
It was probably slower than a go-kart. And engine mounts were completely fucked. It was like metal on metal, no rubber bushings or anything.
Before we continue, Sonic, sponsor me.
And it was just sad.
Yeah, no, that's really rough for a first car.
Yeah, I was 14-year-old me had this. And I was claiming it was faster than Civic SIs. Just know, I was 14, so it was 2014, 15. And the Civic SIs of those times were really were a lot faster.
Yeah, no, that is for sure.
Yeah.
My first car was a 94 Chevy Cavalier. I feel like I'm rolling away here. So
Yeah, you're probably out of shot.
You think so? All right. Anyway, my first car was a 94 Chevy Cavalier. And that thing was clapped. It was a little two-door. The doors were so heavy on it. The door handles were used and abused. It was rough. I had speakers on the back seat so I could still listen to music because it only had one speaker that originally worked. I don't know. I put an aftermarket radio in it, and I thought it was the shit. The car was so slow. When I was doing 85 in it, I felt like a badass.
You had a 2.2 liter in that or something?
I actually don't remember what it had. All I know is it was extremely slow.
Yeah. I saw him at a pizzeria before we actually started being friends, and I tried to race him, and he was like, I'm going the other way.
Yeah, I didn't want to get involved. The guy who was driving a Mustang, I didn't want to get involved.
It wasn't a fast Mustang. It was a 2001 V6. Automatic, too.
We can't even call that a Mustang.
It was pretty much a Honda Accord.
Yeah, just
a two-door.
Yeah. So how did you get a hold of your first car?
So my brother went to our friend's dealership looking for a car to drive back and forth to Ohio because he co-owned. Okay, your cat has a little bit of autism. He co-owned. Ow! Fucker! Dude, I come here and I get fucking stabbed by two of your animals. Might as well be in the hood. He co-owned cabins with my uncle in Ohio, and he thought the Neon was going to be very gas efficient, reliable to go up there. No, completely garbage, shook real bad. So he was gonna junk it. So I had these Beat headphones, and I was like, "Hey, I'll trade you these headphones for the car." I was like, "You can still use it, but I wanna like own it." I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
He never ended up driving it again, and I would force my grandpa to drive me around the block in it, just so I felt cool and I could blast the radio.
Dude, my first car was my grandma's car. And she would drive back and forth to work in the car. It was maybe 8 miles, to work, 6 or 8 miles home from work, and that was it. So she did that for, 100 and something thousand miles worth of driving. So then I got the car and ultimately ended up selling it for $50
To your neighbor.
to my neighbor. So comment down below what your first car was. I'm interested to know.
We'd like to hear some stories about it, like just anything cool that may have happened, what you guys bought it for and stuff. It'd be really cool to read some of the comments.
Yeah. What car would you like to get a hold of to build?
Is there a budget involved?
Let's do 20,000.
20,000.
But that includes the cost of the car.
Probably gonna sound like a bitch, but Honda Civic hatch, like I think they're EGs, I don't know.
Okay.
But
What would you do to it?
I would take out the single cam.
That single jingle?
Yeah. I think they're D series and swap it with a B series B18. Throw on a turbo, like probably from eBay.
Okay.
Because Boosted Boys, they ran eBay turbos on their hatch, and the thing was reliable. I guess they did it right. But I would do that. Suspension, probably upgraded clutches, full exhaust, like out the back. I don't want a hood stack. And got the whole interior. Run race seats, bucket seats.
Sounds like it would be a cool build.
Yeah. I would like to get into like at least the 10s one day, 10-second quarter mile, because Vin Diesel said Paul Walker owned him a 10-second car.
Yeah. That is what he said.
Yeah.
He did give it to him though.
Yeah, it may have been on the tow truck, but it was there.
Yep. Sure was.
Tool Jay-Z, no way.
Yeah, oh my god, is that a Thupra? Alright. I'd say if I had to build a car, I'd probably get an Audi S5. And I would do a full bolt on Audi S5. I mean, stock, they're over 300 horsepower, to the crank. Full bolt on 475. You're beating a lot of cars.
And what year? And
I'd probably look for like a 2014. That's probably what I would go with. I feel like that's a good year.
What's the price that they're hovering around?
Around 15,000.
So that'll leave you about $5,000 to put into it.
Yeah, full bolt on. Maybe 3,500, $4,000.
So that's tune, exhaust, like
Intake, downpipe.
intercooler,
Yeah.
suspension work.
Maybe not suspension work.
I mean, they come with pretty solid suspension
Yeah,
from factory.
and it's all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So off the line, you're taking a lot of cars. So that's a big thing. What do you think a car is that is a good bang for its buck right now in today's market? Let's see if you're thinking what I'm thinking. Yeah, used car.
Now I'm thinking about it, I have two,
Okay.
but the number one would be a Volkswagen.
Okay. That's exactly where I'm at. What would your second be, though? I'm curious.
These suck. Like, going offline, like from dig racing.
Mm-hmm.
But the Focus ST, I feel like, is pretty good.
The Focus ST built up is an amazing roll race car.
Yeah. They suck on traction for some reason off the line.
Yeah.
But even from factory, they have the overboost when you're shifting. So you're always at peak boost when you're racing or just trying to get to work fast.
Yeah, but what sucks is I feel like they didn't make as many of those as they did Volkswagen.
No. Volkswagen knew they had something special.
Yeah, dime a dozen.
Yeah. Now I don't even think they make the Focus STs anymore because Ford is discontinuing a lot of their cars.
Well, the last Focus ST was 2018.
I think so.
And then in 2017, they started the Focus RS, and that lasted for what, 3 years?
Something like that. I know the RSs weren't as reliable.
Yeah. Well, when
I
they
think
first
the heads were melting.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, they were. That was like the big problem with them in the 2017 when they first came out.
Yeah, what I find dumb is a lot of these car brands nowadays, like, I'm just going to point out Ford and Chevy, they're discontinuing a lot of their cars because trucks and SUVs are becoming more popular as MPGs are getting better.
Right. So now what they need to do is they need to build an SUV that has power, but not make it $100,000.
Yeah, like Ford has the ST.
Yeah, the
Explorer ST.
Yeah.
Where people are already tuning them, doing downpipes, tune intake, and they fucking haul ass.
Yeah, I saw an 800 horsepower one on YouTube.
Yeah, and it's well worth the money, but at the same time, not a lot of people could just go out and get them. Now the pickup trucks, you can't get a normal one for less than 50 grand.
And it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and the ones you can get have like short beds, like the Ford Maverick.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
No, a 4.5 foot bed.
Yeah.
Why not have just made it into an SUV?
Yeah.
All we're getting is Honda Ridgelines then.
And nobody wants a Honda Ridgeline.
No, the newer ones are a little bit better, but at the same time, the CVT trans can't hold true weight.
No, they're junk.
Yeah.
They are absolute junk. All right, let's get into story time. What do you have to put on this table?
What do you mean?
Give me a good story.
Like car related?
That's what the channel's for.
Yeah. So I had a 96 Ford Ranger.
Mm-hmm.
I just got done off-roading, picked up my friend. We were heading back to my house, and there was a long stretch of road that led to an intersection by a high school.
Over by Hell High School?
Yeah.
Okay.
And there was a pretty decent bump in the road where if you hit it fast enough, you get air. So I was foot to the floor trying to time it with the light. Ended up getting the timing perfect. But instead of the front end lifting up, the rear end shot up because it's lightweight in the back. It's a pickup truck. And it shot me right into the fence. It pointed me 90 degrees and shot me right into the fence. I was a nutsack hair away from taking out the whole fence.
Ridiculous. You know, I have a 96 Ford Ranger.
Sitting outside.
We're going to have to get it on the channel soon.
But that one's 4-cylinder.
What are you trying to say?
I was a 6-cylinder guy.
Yeah, that 2.3 will last forever.
I don't know if my Ranger lasted forever.
Your Ranger didn't.
It may be out there somewhere.
Let's tell our viewers about the job site that you were driving past.
It's in here. Okay, we're putting it out there. So, with this Ranger, I was driving by a job site, like you said, and I noticed friends of mine were working there. So I wanted to be cool, bang the Ranger off rev, and instead of putting it into neutral, I put it in reverse. The car started skidding, went to a complete stop, and shut off. So I was like, fuck, panicking, put it into park and started up, and it drove as soon as I put it into drive. I turned around to try to redeem myself, but they're already laughing at me.
I would have also been laughing.
Yeah, and but I put it in neutral, was rev banging it, and later on that night I saw I was tagged in a post and I was getting made fun of. Everyone knew. And
I
people a year after were still talking about it. I was like, fuck.
If you guys got any good car stories, put it down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it.
What?
What?
Why are you looking at me like you're confused?
I was just wondering what the cat was doing with the light bulb.
So why didn't you look at her confused?
I did. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, let's get into future video ideas.
It'd be cool if we could do some sort of budget challenge, like budget off-roader or budget race car.
So what about budget off-roader eBay turbo kit?
The thing is, where are we gonna go off-roading? Reed is filled with trail cams now, and they built the other side with a house.
All right, so we can do a very reliable budget build, eBay turbo kit, bring it to Rouse Creek.
Yeah, Rouse Creek. I've always wanted to go there.
So, what do you guys think that we should build on the channel? Do you think we should build a fast car? Do you think we should build something cool to go off-roading? Go down to the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll make it happen.
I think something trail-worthy would be cool, but also race car and taking it to the drag strip would be cool.
Right. No, and I get that. Race cars life.
Yeah, and we could go to road courses.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Do like me versus you to see who could get the fastest lap.
But then you got to keep your car.
What do you mean?
You got to keep your Volkswagen.
Oh, see if the build could keep up with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would still like to get it all nice and give it away to a subscriber when we hit a certain milestone.
I think that if we hit 100,000 subscribers,
it would be cool if we hit it by summertime.
yeah, if we can hit 100,000 subscribers by summertime, we'll give his car away.
Yeah, and by then, like, the car is pretty clean. The only rust is on the passenger side fender. That could get sanded down and repainted. I'll order the paint match from Volkswagen and pick it up.
Yeah, so we'll make the car as nice as we can, and we'll give it away to one of you guys.
It'll have better wheels on it because they're curb rashed. I'm not gonna give away a car that isn't too pretty.
Yeah, so
The headliner also we're gonna redo. The car's gonna get complete detail. The headlights are gonna be different.
new headlights, we'll do new tail lights, we'll do Euro style. Because I'm sure, I mean, I know how it looks. I love how it looks,
Yeah.
Euro style.
They're the Golf R too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll make sure the paint's all good. Make sure the wheels are good. We'll do some suspension.
I mean, right now it's already on like $1,100 suspension.
We'll take it to a dyno. Try and hit 300 wheel horsepower, maybe.
Yeah.
And we'll give it away to one of you guys. I'm sure you guys will like that. But 100,000 subscribers by, summertime. Right now we're in January.
I think we're at 82, 83 subs.
Yeah, we're at 83 subscribers. We just started the channel. We're trying to get the channel to grow. So hopefully it gets there.
Yeah, I mean, we just gotta do things that'll actually grab attention. It's not like what we think will be cool.
Right.
It's what the audience will think would be cool.
Yeah, no, and that's for sure. So, if you guys have any ideas for future videos that you want to see, drop it in the comment section.
Yeah. I mean, just about to down to do anything, as long as it's mainly legal.
Mainly legal, and we can afford it.
Yeah.
So,
it's gonna be a whole bunch of saving paychecks.
Yeah, it will definitely be saving paychecks.
Until the channel actually kicks off and we're getting some income from it, maybe we could do this joint saving thing where we could throw a couple bucks from each paycheck.
Yeah.
So we could save up to do shit.
Yeah, until YouTube takes off.
Yeah.
We're dedicated to get it to take off. So.
Because, this is a journey that will make a shit ton of memory, pretty much documenting all of our fun times. And then eventually when we get old and we can't do shit anymore.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're not going to, in our 60s, want to do this.
Do YouTube?
Yeah.
I'll still want to do YouTube.
Yeah,
I'll still be pushing out content because you know what? The way that I look at it is by the time I'm 60, I will have all kinds of cool shit for the channel.
Yeah, but who wants their grandfather on YouTube?
Wow. Coming at Paw like that? All right.
I mean, a lot of people do sympathize with an older person.
Yeah.
Who are like, oh, he's trying, so I'm going to subscribe just to show him support.
Well, let's say Cletus McFarland or Donut. Donut?
Yeah, Donut Media.
Yeah, let's say they were, they got into their 60s. Would you still watch them?
They'll most likely pass it down to their kids, slowly
True.
introduce, because it's building a legacy sort of type thing.
Yeah.
Where they're building a foundation, so then their kids could end up continuing it.
Yeah.
So their kids already have a job and all of that.
Yeah.
Just like Roman Atwood, he slowly introduced his kids onto the channel, and now his kid just bought his own giant house.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hopefully YouTube is very nice to us. All right. Let's see.
We have a list of stuff that we talked about and I wrote down on my phone. So if you see us looking this way, it's because my phone's right there.
Yeah, we're just not staring off into nothing.
Yeah.
All right. Last time we went to a car meet that didn't get shut down. 2017.
I would say 2019.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was the Tango Memorial Meets.
So Tango's meets and none like mine. They never got shut down.
Yeah.
Until, I would say, maybe 2022. Those were good meets. They were organized. They were well put together.
Yeah, the Tango's meet was strictly I don't know, it was 100% to memorialize him and to be respectful towards his family that was there,
right,
and his friends, and pretty much show the appreciation he had on the car community, or the impact he had on the car community.
But it's nice that the car community could actually get together for something like that and everybody was civil. I feel like now that's not a thing. I feel like people can't get together and act normal.
Yeah, because now it's like takeovers. Those are bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, why are you gonna go to a lot filled with people and have a kid that doesn't understand the power of his car doing donuts and then smacking into the crowd? I mean, the crowd's even dumb for circling around the car.
Yeah, are you talking about a Mustang eating the crowd?
I'm talking about just in general.
Okay.
Not just the crowd surfer Mustangs, but you have a kid that goes and gets a Scat Pack or an RT2 that goes and does donuts.
Yeah.
And it's like very easy to get them in cars.
Yeah. I like when people actually, I respect all builds, but I liked when people actually put thought into their builds, not just slapping a set of wheels on it and bringing it to car meets.
Or throws on a windshield banner, cuts their mufflers off, and goes and gets the spray paint tint from Walmart.
Yeah.
Or Pep Boys, tints their rear taillights. And they're like, my build is like, it's coming along. Like, no, it's not.
Yeah. And just to put it out there, know how fast your car is. I had somebody tell me that their 838 Harley was faster than my Gixxer 600. Know how fast your things are.
Yeah. I've had a dude with a Lancer tell me his little 4-cylinder NA Lancer was faster than my brother's 2015 Mustang GT.
You're talking about a Lancer with the CVT transmission?
Yeah.
Right. It would have been broken at the trans shop before you hit 60 in the Mustang.
Yeah.
Let's be real. Just following.
It's like I understand that builds take time too. People do what they can afford, but at the same time, it's like don't sit there and talk up a car, or don't sit there and shit talk somebody's actual build where they have real suspension, real wheels. They've turboed the car themselves or tuned it, actually put time and money into it.
You know who put time into their vehicle? I'm going to give a shout out to Dave Tangway. How much time did he put into that truck?
Pretty sure he's had it painted a few times, and
he's had that truck painted. He did the starry headliner inside of it. Pretty sure he said that took him like 26 hours. He did that. He did the full sound system. He restored that truck, and it looks good.
Yeah, it does. It's a really clean looking truck.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hi, Dave.
Dave Tangway? He's a good dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's always like real positive and happy.
Yeah.
I wish to be like that one day.
Right?
Always negative.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of builds that are real cool. Like a dude I know named Hollis. He got a Charger. It's a V6, but doesn't matter. He put stupid expensive wheels on it. It's lowered on bags. I'm pretty sure it's like a little bit wide body. The dude did everything perfect on it. And now I'm pretty sure he has like what is it? The Durango with the Hellcat motor in it.
Yeah, that's
lowered
crazy.
already. The dude's doing something right.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that definitely sounds like it.
Yeah. And he's a real good photographer too. I'm not sure. I haven't been really keeping up on him, but he takes real good pictures. And so does my friend Nick with the Blue Jetta.
Okay.
You've met him a few times.
Yeah. What has he got done to that Jetta?
It's a stage 2. It's on air suspension. custom wheels he had made. I think they're like 2-piece, 3-piece, I'm not sure. And he did the headliner on it, just like David. That car is very clean. I'm not sure if it's on the road right now, but it's a very well done car. He did like a rare body kit on it, I think.
We should get him on the channel.
Yeah, if his car is currently on the road, he usually takes it off winter times.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Pretty sure we covered a lot of things on there.
Yeah.
I feel like I should buy Volkswagen. Do a IS38 swap.
The thing is, you keep changing your mind.
I know. I never know what I want.
You went from getting a Cummins. What is it? A Gen 5?
No.
Gen 3?
Third gen. Yeah.
Yeah. Doing everything to that, to getting a GTI, to getting some sort of muscle car, then back to the truck, and now you're back to GTI Audi.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It always seems like it comes back to Volkswagen and Audi, though. The reliability, they're cheap to modify. Out of most cars, they are very cheap to modify, and there were so many of them made that you'll never run out of parts.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's also the way it is with Civics. But Civics, you have to actually put money into them to make them fast.
Yeah.
The newer ones are obviously quick and stuff, but we're not looking at newer ones.
Yeah, no.
I'm talking about the older.
Yeah, newer's out of the price range.
And also Volkswagens, they just come already pretty nice inside.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they're decent.
Like my touchscreen Bluetooth radio, it's all leather. The upgraded sound system from factory. It's a real decent car.
You know, instead of the GTI, maybe I would get the 2-liter turbo Passat. I feel like that would be like a move. The interior's much bigger,
Yeah.
a lot more space. You know, if you wanted to take a couple friends with you and go somewhere, you have the space in it.
You remember my 2010 Passat?
I do.
One day coming from Tom's River, I was on the Parkway and I raced a Charger, I think that's the 4-door.
Yeah.
I raced one and I beat him from, I think, 50 to 120.
Yeah.
But anything lower than 50, he got me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they're quick mid-range cars.
Yeah.
And I mean that's stock. They're quick mid-range. So that would definitely be a cool build. Because then it would still be, you know, that's the closest thing to an Audi S5.
Yeah.
But and it doesn't cost what an Audi S5 costs. You know, it's just like I would say that the Audi A4 is just like the Volkswagen Jetta, the older Volkswagen Jettas.
Yeah, the like GLIs and shit.
Yeah, yeah, they were pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
So I guess for, you know, an older S5, the Passat is probably the closest thing.
And you can still do like cool things with them too.
Well, yeah, you can still do full bolt-on,
Yeah.
and you can still IS38 swap a Passat.
Like I was thinking about getting like a 2017 Tiguan 2.0
Okay,
and doing the whole stage 2.
that thing would be fast. That'd be a fast SUV. You'd be
Yeah.
competing with, well, potentially, you'd be competing with the Explorer EcoBoost.
If it was stock. I mean my old GTI, the Mark 6, that thing beat the ST in a race from a dig.
Yeah,
It was creeping on me, but I got him.
yeah. So who knows?
Like I know this one would completely mop it.
Yeah.
So a stage 2 Tiguan, it'll probably do real good, and I think some of them are all-wheel drive, but the one I'd be looking at might be only front wheel.
We need to get the Tiguan R into America.
Those things are so sick.
Dude, they are so sick. If you haven't seen the Tiguan R, go on YouTube, type it in, check it out. It's pretty cool.
That's the one thing that sucks. Other countries, they have the coolest fucking cars, and they're not available in America.
Yeah.
Like, now we're starting to get the imports in, but they're like 95 and older.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't able to have the GTRs, the older ones, and now we do. And nobody's really that interested in them now because they're overdone.
Yep.
At least that's in my opinion from what I see. Nobody's that interested in GTRs because everyone had one.
Yeah.
There's shops that are fully loaded with like bringing them in, building them, and selling them. Like, you go down to Florida, they're everywhere. Go Connecticut, there's Tommy F, the YouTuber, that has a whole shop that's building GTRs.
Yeah.
They're just very common to get, and
I mean, it's just like the Supra.
yeah.
You know?
Well, Supras are cool. They'll
No,
always be cool.
I'm talking about the new Supra.
Yeah, that one is a BMW pretty much.
Yeah. The new
BMW Z4.
Yeah. The new BMW Supra. The Mark IV Supra is where it's at.
I'm disappointed because Toyota makes such good motors that I feel like they should have brought back the 2JZ just more advanced. And
Can you imagine a new advanced 2JZ?
Yeah, that thing would have like 400 or 500 horsepower.
That's out of the factory.
Yeah, it would be competing, like, obviously the BMW motor, the one in the higher end Supra.
Yeah, the GR.
Yeah, it could compete with today's cars because they're fast. But
I mean, the new standard, I feel like, for a performance car or a sports car coming out of the factory is 500 horsepower. That's like the baseline. You know?
yeah,
Or they're down tuned to low force, and you just slap a, access port on it, and you're getting crazy numbers.
yeah, like people just legit do a downpipe like the stage 2, and all of a sudden they have a 600 horsepower car beating any like normal car on the road.
Yeah. Think about
And
20 years ago what you had to go through to get 500 or 600 horsepower
Yeah,
in the early 2000s. You know?
it was really hard.
Yeah.
But then also, back then, the older cars getting modded was more popular
Yeah.
because people knew how to, like, there was EFI, but there was still the carburetors that everyone was messing with, the Hollies, fine-tuning them, and just getting fucking 10-second quarter miles.
Yeah.
Like, I know the 5.0s, they came in Mustangs, you do a few little engine component swaps from one motor to the other. I forgot what it was. It's like intake manifolds, and those cars are doing like 11s, like mid 11s.
Yeah.
It was so simple to swap, and now all you do here, like in today's, is tunes.
Yeah, the problem is with today's cars, they're so expensive.
Yeah, back then I mean, probably the dollar ratio back then compared to now might be almost the same, but I know it's still now more expensive.
Yeah.
Like a $6,000 car back then would be like what now?
A $6,000, are you talking about a brand new car?
Yeah, because my grandpa, he used to, like in the 70s, go into a dealership, buy a brand new car. Like he bought I think it was like a Chrysler 442 for 4,500.
Now, what year was that?
It was in the 70s.
In the 70s? So I feel like that back in the 70s, I mean, yeah, I mean, with inflation though, you got to think about it because cars, even 8 years ago, were a lot cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could get, you know, a brand new Coyote Mustang for $35,000. Now I don't think you can touch one for under maybe 45.
The brand new ones?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd say so.
it's like the new Supra. It's almost $60,000 if you get the loaded one.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The fucking trucks are insane. Just trying to get them. You want to get a diesel truck. If you want a fully loaded dually, like F350, you have. What are you yawning?
I was yawning. Yeah, I was holding it in stupid on it.
It's like $90,000 or $100,000 for a dually.
Yeah. Yeah, that's out of pocket.
Yeah, it's like who's gonna want to afford that? Like high, like bigger end companies.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is I can't afford it.
No, as the basic person that has a family to feed and a house, it isn't gonna be able to get that.
No. No.
Now you're getting like 2017s and under trucks that are still in the 30,000 range, 40,000.
Well, I was looking earlier today. They had a used. It was a 2006 Ram 2500 Cummins, and it had 80,000 miles on it. They wanted 22,000 for it. 2006.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. You know, 22,000 is almost the cost of, you know, a new car.
Yeah, 22,000 could get you a real good car, down payment wise. Like, imagine putting 22K down on a car though.
Yeah. Well, a couple years ago, I think it was maybe back in 2020 or 2018, you can get a used Chevy Cruze for like 10 grand, a lease return, with 30,000 miles on it for 10 grand. What cars do they have for that now? They don't.
No. Like Carvana, they're selling cars for a shit ton.
Yeah.
That's a rip-off site. Even used car dealerships, because of the Rona, all their prices went up.
Yeah.
Like, you're buying a Camry for $11,000. That's like an 06. Not 11, I'd say about 8.
Yeah.
But before Rona, it was like 4,000, 4,500 with 120,000 miles.
Yeah, people put cars on the side of the road now, and it's, you know, you'll pass and you'll stop and be like, oh, let me check it out, and then you get out in a car that should be, you know, $3 grand. They're asking $8,000.
Yeah, I saw a fucking Jeep Liberty like in 2006 for $8,000, and the rockers were rotted out, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, come on, it's a Jeep Liberty, brand new. Those things shouldn't even have been $8,000.
No, like that Jeep Liberty, like 2018, would have been maybe $1,800.
Yeah.
But no, everything got fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. Why am I tired?
I don't know.
All right, so a future build series that we're going to run on the channel is a good friend of my father's is building a rat rod. It is the motor going in it. They only made 100 of them, so his is still brand new in the crate. So actually at around 3 o'clock today, we're going to go check it out and see what he's got going on with it.
Yeah, he'll give us like a short interview and all that.
Yeah.
Explain to it. like how long it'll take and pretty much the specs of the motor.
Yeah, he's building it all himself.
Yeah, I think
Excuse me.
I heard your dad say he was gonna build the frame.
Yeah, he's doing it all. He's a professional welder. So he's doing all of that. So we're going to have that going on the channel. We are going to have motors being dynoed going on the channel, you know, out of the cars. We're going to try and get a car to build on the channel, something that I own or he owns. Maybe he might even turbo swap his car to a IS38 and get with the program.
Maybe if it's a giveaway car, I'm not gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
Just make it look real good and then maybe give it away. But I think an actual project car from Slow to Fast that we build.
Yeah. All right, so that's what we need from you guys. Promote the channel as much as you can. I'd really appreciate it if we can get to 100,000 subscribers by summertime. I know it's a big ask, but summer ends in September. That's when summer's over. So we have till then to try and promote the channel, to grow. You know, I want to hear from you guys. I want to get you guys involved in the channel. If you have a cool car, reach out to me in the comment section.
Or DM him on Instagram.
Yeah, even on Instagram, it's Brandon_J_Riley.
He'll put in a description under the video.
Yeah, I'll let you guys know. And I would just like to get you guys involved, get you on the channel. If you got something cool, if you want to come on, talk, tell some stories, we can get you guys on for that. But we are going to wrap it up today because we got to leave soon. So I appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you next time.
And don't let this setup discourage you. We're going to upgrade as time goes on. This is just the very start. Like the first video wasn't the greatest, but we're gonna get better and better.
Yeah,
So,
look at how Mr. Beast started, and look at where he's at now.
Mr. Beast's first couple of videos didn't even get any views.
Yeah. So, you know, we're trying. Just hang with us, and you'll see how much we grow. Stay with us from the beginning, and you'll see us in the end.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Peace. How long was that good?
Oh, I'm still recording. I hit the wrong button.